Someone asked this in Discord the other day, and I remember wondering the same thing when I started playing around with window managers on macOS. If you're a Linux user, this is a concept that you understand already because you've watched too many furry Linux related videos. If you're on Windows, you'll be wondering what the hell are these guys even talking about? So in this video, I'm going to explain why and who would want to install a window manager. I'm a macOS user, the concepts will be the same for Linux, but there's literally millions of Linux videos out there that you can watch. This video is for the noob that uses Windows and macOS like a peasant. I'm pretty sure there are window managers for Windows, but that is an operating system that my audience and me really despises. So we're not gonna covering that here. If you're watching this as a Windows user and feel bad, don't worry about it. The seed has been planted. The fold has been lifted. You'll soon start your journey into Linux or Mac OS. Yep, I said Linux first because it's cheaper and you get a lot of freedom, but I'll create a video on MacBooks pricing soon as well. Now, having said that, I'm pretty sure there's videos that explain window managers on Windows. So once you understand what they do, go and install one. So the name says it. Window Manager manages your windows. That's it. Nah, but jokes aside, let me explain how things work without a window manager first, so you can have a better idea. Let's start with a little bit of history. Before using window managers in macOS, I used a 52-inch TV as a monitor, and I thought I had realized something that nobody else seemed to understand. The more real estate you have, the more productive you become, right? Right? I spent this way for years. I had 4 apps on the screen at a time, side by side, and another row on the bottom. But then I noticed that I had to do a lot of looking. And by this, I mean that I had to switch between workspaces and look for apps, or look for them in the dock at the bottom and then click. So I knew Obsidian wasn't my first desk, so I would switch to that desk and click on Obsidian. I knew that my work-related browser was there on the first desk too. My personal browser was on desk 2, so I had to switch to it and click on the browser. I know, I didn't know any better, but as the saying goes, ignorance is a bliss. Until one day I watched a video by ThePrimeagen and he explained his developer workflow, and I saw a window manager in action for the first time. He was using i3 at the moment. That opened my eyes to a different way of working. No more looking around, no more dragging windows, and no more resizing. The problem was that I was on macOS, and there's no i3 window manager for macOS. So the search began. I have a proposal. Do you want to promote yourself in my channel? I'm not talking about a company like Notion, Brilliance, and all those other ones that we're used to seeing. I'm talking about you as a person. Do you have a project, course, YouTube channel, or product and trying to reach an audience? I'm going to leave a link in the video description with all the details, including the pricing and how this will work. But probably a 15-second personalized ad inserted into my videos. Just keep in mind that the audience you're targeting is like you, open source loving, which means broke and cheap. So you'll have to be creative and find a way to get them. Keyboards seem effective? Well, not even that because they build them themselves. I also remember that when I had to leave my desk and use the laptop like a normal person, my workflow was basically impossible to replicate. The laptop has a really small screen, so what took me seconds in the 52-inch TV took me minutes in the laptop screen. I wasted a lot of time trying to arrange windows in the perfect places, and it wasn't effective at all. So I definitely needed a better way. What about ultra-wide monitors? The exact same concept applies to those. They're a waste of money and time. Probably for gamers only, not sure. I don't play games. But they allow me to keep one application on the left and the other one on the right. Yeah, I thought the same. We all did. But there's different ways, better ways, effective ways. So a window manager takes control of the windows on your screen and makes them follow certain rules you configure. The window manager that I use in macOS is Yabai. There's other ones, we'll talk about this in a little while. So for Yabai, there are 2 different modes, BSP and stack. Let's first understand what that means. So stack mode is pretty simple. It means one application behind the other, and the application pretty much occupying the entire screen. You can see that I'm on my terminal right now, but if I switch to a different application, my browser, for example, I do that with a keyboard shortcut. So I'm gonna switch to my browser. It occupies the entire screen. If I switch to the YouTube app, let's do that. You're gonna notice that it also occupies the entire screen. Let me bring up Spotify. You're gonna see that it occupies the entire screen. Let me bring up Neobite as well, which is like a interface for NeoVim. Notice that it occupies the entire screen as well. I just turned on my keyboard camera so you can see how I switch between applications and understand this a little bit better, right? So I'm in a terminal here. If I want to switch to the browser, if I want to switch to YouTube, if I want to go to Spotify, or if I want to go to Neovide, this is the way that I do it. Okay, let's go back to the terminal again. This is just so you can understand how my workflow works and is related or is keyboard centric is the right word. So let me hide my camera so it gets out of the way. So that explains stack mode, okay? One application on the screen at a time, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let me try to drag the browser somewhere else, okay? I'm going to put the browser down here. Notice what happens, okay? I'm just gonna let go of the mouse and it goes back to the default place. But if I try to make this smaller, okay, I'll do this right now. And when I let go of the mouse, it's just gonna go back. You may be thinking, there are some applications that I need to be resizable and all that. You don't, but there's an option. You can still do that. You can configure rules so that certain desktops are configured that way. I'll let you know in a little while, but it's possible as well. But 100% not needed. If you use a window manager, you want it to take complete control and you don't have to worry about managing any of the windows. So don't start breaking the rules, just let it do its work. Now, that is stack mode. That is the mode that I use 99% of the times. There is this other mode called BSP in Yabai, which partitions the screen. On Linux, the concept is pretty much the same. There are other modes in Windows, but I'm just going to cover what's available in macOS so you can have a general idea. Let me switch to this other application, which is an app that I use when I'm doing a live stream. I need to see multiple chats on the screen, right? So I don't want to have just one chat. I want to have all of them in the same screen. That is when the BSP mode comes in and it partitions your screen automatically. I'm going to open these different chats so you can see that. Okay, I'm going to open YouTube right now. Notice that it opened it on the right hand side. Going to open this other Twitch one right now, and it opened it there at the bottom. But if I want to open this Twitter one, for example, let me activate it, and it put it on this section here. I don't need this window anymore, so I'm just going to hide this. Notice that I have these on the screen right now, okay? Which one is focused? You can see the color on the edge of that specific window right now. How do I switch to the other ones? I have key maps for that. Okay, so I can do that like this. And yeah, I can switch between them pretty easily. Can I move them to different positions? Yes, I can. What if I want to move this one to the left? I can do that. What if I want to move this one right now to the right? What if I want to keep YouTube here on the left, but I want it to be the main one? Instead of the main one being on the right side, I want it to be on the left side. I have another key map for that. So if I type it here, that is going to switch the main screen or mirror the axis. So now the main one or the one by itself is on the left, right? So I could come to YouTube. Where is it? Here. And I can move this to the left. Now I have that window on the left as the main one and the other two smaller on the right. So this is what is known as BSP mode, because instead of just keeping one application on the screen at a time, I have multiple of them. And this, I would say, is the only scenario in which this is useful. You want to see multiple chats at once. If you're a web developer and if you think that you need to see your terminal and the web browser at the same time, you don't necessarily have to do that. We have a video actually in which we talk about this, and I'm going to leave it in the video description, but you can go and check it out. It's the video shown here. And the premise is that you need tiles if you're a web developer, but you don't. Just go and check this clip out. Each one of us shares their point of view in the video. What's another scenario in which I need to use tiles? My terminal could be one of them. Notice that this is one instance of the terminal. I'm going to open another one right now with Command N. That brings up another instance. Let's bring up another one and another one. This is complete and utter craziness. That's the right word, because having these small terminals here doesn't help you at all, right? I just navigate the terminal in a different way, but in this specific workspace in macOS, I have configured BSP as well. So if I open multiple terminals, they open in the same screen and it's partitioned. I'm gonna show you how I configure that as well in a little while. But yeah, in theory, this is cool that you can do it. You can navigate between the different terminals, but it doesn't make sense at all. So I'm just gonna close this, and also this, okay? So I just like keeping one terminal on the screen at a time, and I just switch between projects. I also do that with keyboard shortcuts, okay? So I'm gonna turn my camera on so you can see that, and then I'm gonna turn it off so it gets out of the way. Okay, so notice that I'm in my daily notes here. This is a project, a repo. This is my Obsidian repo. If I want to switch to my .files, if I want to switch Obsidian repo, I want to switch to my blog post. Here it is. I want to switch to my home session. So each one of these is a different repo, and I just switch to each one of them with a keyboard shortcut, right? So I don't open multiple terminals. I just use Kitty sessions for this, but that's out of the scope of this video. So let's move on. So let me switch here to my .files again, and I'm going to open the Yabai configuration file, which is where I configure all the different rules that I was talking about. Okay, so here you can see that my default layout is stack for each one of the different macOS workspaces or desktops. Let me bring up the macOS desktops. Okay, so this is desktop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice that in desktop 5 is where I have my chats, right? 3 is where I have the terminal, and the rest of the applications are in desktop 1. So how does that happen? How can I configure rules so that the terminals always open here in BSP mode, but this is always open in stack mode? And this also in BSP mode. Let's take a look. So if we go back here, stack mode is the default, but notice that if we go 10 lines below, phase 3 is configured in BSP mode. So this is what does that. Phase 5, if we go down as well, is also configured in BSP mode. The rest of them, stack mode, which means one app on the screen at a time. So these are the rules that I was talking about. The window manager, you let it know how you want it to manage your windows. But what if I want to have certain applications in certain spaces? You can do that as well. Doesn't make sense, but it's something that you can do. I even have some rules here so that it detects, okay, do I have two monitors plugged in or just one? If two monitors, move some applications to the monitor on the right, right? So this is what I do here. When I'm recording a video or doing a live stream, that's the only scenario in which I have two screens. So my window manager automatically moves these applications to the other desk, the one that I'm not streaming. All of the other applications remain on the default desk, which for me is desk 1. Okay, so you can see that rule right here. Okay, all of the applications go to desk 1 unless I configure rules for that. You can do exact title matches as well. What if you want to move different instances of your terminal to different workspaces or desktops? You can do that. You can see the example here as well. If you want your mouse to follow you all the time, you can configure this as well. The window manager can do that. You're gonna put the mouse in the center all the time. You can configure transparency on applications as well. You can do your browser transparent if you want it. I don't manage transparency in the window manager anymore. I did in the past and it works well. But you get the idea. We're extending too much here and going into the config too much, but I just wanted to demonstrate a few configuration items. If you need more videos about this, I created like 2 Yabai videos in the past in which I explain my config. I haven't created any recent videos, but if you're interested, let me know about that in the comments. What if, for example, you want the window manager to leave a padding here on the right hand side? Let's say that you just want to use this part of your screen for some reason, right? And you don't want it to use this because you want to have a different applications there all the time. I did that in the past, but let me give you an example. Let's switch this to 500. I'm going to restart the window manager. I have a key map for that. So if I execute that key map, it restarts it. Notice that now all of the applications are that size. Let me switch to the browser. Let me switch to YouTube again. So you can see that it manages the windows without me doing anything. Just going to undo this and restart the window manager again. You can also configure the gaps. Okay, so let's switch back to this other screen in which we have multiple applications. Notice the gap between windows. Let's switch back here and let's switch this to something crazy. Okay, let's switch it to 20 instead. Okay, so let's do that. Let's restart the window manager. Now, if we switch to the other workspace, you're going to see that the gap between apps is bigger, just to give you an idea. If you're on macOS, there's other alternatives. There's not only Yabai, there's other applications like Aerospace, which is pretty popular right now. A lot of people ask me, why am I still on Yabai? Why don't I switch to Aerospace? I installed it and I even have some videos about it in my channel. I don't like the extra virtual layer involved. What do I mean by this? Aerospace creates its own virtual environment and creates the desktop inside it and all that. It's cool, but no. And the main reason is Yabai works perfectly for me. So if it works, I don't like switching to other stuff just because. It's just a waste of time. And I could invest that time in something else. There's going to be that comment. With Yabai, you need to disable zip. So yeah, you need to disable zip if you don't want to have the hideous macOS animations. You want to have transparency and stuff like that. So do that at your own risk. I have been using my computer this way for the past, I don't know, 3 years. I don't remember. And it's been good. There's this other option out there right now. It's called Rift. The guy is in my Discord and he's pretty active. He's developing it. I think it's written in Rust. I'm not exactly sure. So if you want to try out something new, Rift is another option as well. Again, why don't I try this? Yabai works. I don't need a reason to switch to something else. If you're on Linux, you have hundreds of options. The concepts are the same, but they're more involved. The animations look better. So if you understand window managers in macOS, you will understand them in Linux. But over there, they're like in steroids. You have a lot of different options, so you should definitely check them out. So what is the conclusion of all this? Now I can work on my 27-inch monitor or on my laptop 14-inch monitor the exact same way. My workflow doesn't change and I'm as effective in both of them. You remember what I said about the rule that all of the applications go to desktop 1 by default? Yep, you don't need workspaces, and I'm going to create a video on that soon. It's a hot take that I'm pretty sure a lot of the Linux folks out there are going to dislike, but it's the truth, man. Before I let you go, I want to thank the CEOs, Web23, web23.com, also the executive producers, all of the other YouTube members as well. Really appreciate the help. Remember that if you want to promote yourself in my channel, I'm going to leave the information in the video description as well. Hope this gives you a better idea on what window managers are, what they work for, and if you should install one or not. If you understood the video, you understand that your workflow needs to change. It needs to improve. You cannot continue using your computer like a caveman anymore. Alright, so that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video.